lovely assistant, little Mamacita. And I want to talk to you about a little bit about my navigation and my GPS, things that I use on my motorcycle, on the boat, on the Jeep. A lot of people ask me, whether it's on a ride or on YouTube, you know, what's the setup that I have? Does it fall off? Does my phone get wet and get ruined? And do I use Google Maps to get around? And so I'm just going to answer it real quick on this video, and I'm going to show you probably the best stuff that I have for this. The best mounts are from Ram, and these are all my Ram collection here that I have. I have so many things. I'll try to show you as much as I can and tell you how I use them, and try to show you how I use them too in different video clips. First of all, let's start with my phone. I have an iPhone 5S, and I use a life-proof case on it, and I attach it to my Ram X Grip, just like this. And this is super sturdy, and I just hook it up to either this one or this one here, ball holder, and I put it on the motorcycle or on the Jeep, on the boat, anywhere. And then as far as GPS goes, I have a as far as GPS goes, I use TomTom USA. The reason I use TomTom USA is because the maps are already downloaded on your phone. You do not need to have cell data service. As long as you have a GPS signal, you are good. You could be in the mountains, you could be in the desert. As long as you have a clear view to the sky, or somewhat clear, you're fine. And that's the reason I like it the most. And this is my land navigation, TomTom USA. And the main reason I got this for my iPhone is because of the windy roads feature. And that will take you through some nice curvy and scenic roads if you're traveling somewhere and you're not in a rush. So you just hit navigate to, let's just type anywhere here, city, and then right here you could pick fastest, eco, shortest, avoid highways. This is the one that I like, the windy roads. I don't know if you can see it in the video. And you could pick the level of windy roads that you'd like, maximum, medium, or minimum. So I always pick maximum. That'll sometimes include some off-road or some gravel forest roads, depending where you are.
After 150 feet, turn right,
so
southwest 189th Avenue.
So I have a Sena communicator on my helmet, and I could hear the navigation, I could hear music, I could answer a phone call, everything in one shot on one phone. For boating navigation, I use Navionics USA. And this is it here. Hopefully you can see it. And this one is amazing. It's such a cool app. This is the same software that Rayathon, I believe, uses, and those are like $1,000 pieces of equipment. Here's a boat ramp right here, the buoys, places to eat. Here, if you're navigating on the boat, you just, you know, stay in. Here's a water depth. Here's a buoy, so you just follow the buoys and you won't get stuck anywhere or lost. Alright, so that's the navigation part. iPhone 5, life-proof case. If it's raining, you're 90% okay. If it's raining really hard on the motorcycle or on the boat, I recommend unplugging the power and closing this little door here. You don't want any water to get in here, so just close it, and hopefully the rain will stop before your battery dies, which it normally does. Okay, so that's that. I'll show you a clip real soon on this one. Mainly my little daughter uses this tablet mount X Grip, 1-inch ball. Everything's 1-inch ball. And she uses this a lot on the back seat of the SUV when we go somewhere, and she'll put the iPad on it. My little mama here is holding her her iPad mini, and it has an OtterBox case on it. So basically this is what we use the X-Grip for most of the time. Want to show them how we put it on? How you put it on? Go ahead. So on road trips, it comes in a little handy. Obviously you could just hold it in your lap, but just frees it up from. You could do other stuff. What do you normally play, Nelly, when you're back here on the iPad?
Cassie Road.
Don't copy her password.
Cassie Road. Ooh, new call. New character.
And watch movies or play games or whatever. And it's really sturdy. See? Okay. All these things are interchangeable. This is what I used to have on the handlebars of my motorcycle. But and this worked great. But now I'll show you in a minute. I just have a 1-inch ball with an eyelet on it. Okay, here's the Ram 1-inch ball that I use, with a longer bolt that comes in their kit. The kit that I just showed you that I was playing with that little ball there, this screw would go through the ball and tighten to the forks here. But this particular Ram model ball has a little extension here that makes it pop out that way. Has a little hole, and it sort of clears it off to the side. I'll show you now when I put the phone on. The other one was fine as well, but it would keep my phone blocking this area of my motorcycle, so this is just a little bit easier to see that, but either one would work fine. So all I do is just put this right here and grab my phone. And I connected it using this Ram kit, combination of this Ram kit, Ram B367U, with the little Ram ball that I'll show you in a minute. And I just I think I used a longer screw because I have handlebar risers, but you have, you know, 2 other ones here. And you could either use this one that they bring. You put the bolt right through. Let me show you. But it sort of covered up my my turn signal indicators. So this goes right in your handlebar mount on the motorcycle. But instead of this ball right here, I just used one with a little thing that goes on the side here, and it puts the 1-inch ball a little further out to the side. This one I have mounted on my Touratech windshield visor extension or adjuster. Here's the other ball I told you about that I have it with the Touratech windshield adjustment kit. This ball right here is where I put the yellow GPS if I'm going somewhere where I would need to track myself, even though there's an app for this that'll do that. But the other one, I know it'll, you know, it works perfect, and it'll be on its own independent. I won't have to rely on my phone if something happens to my phone or I lose it. So I would just mount it right here and then turn it on. It'll keep track of where I've been on the motorcycle. I have it here. I have a free spot. I have it like that, and it has a little nut at the end. And I use that one mostly to hold this GPS. If I go off-road somewhere that there's really no roads or anything, and I want to keep a breadcrumb of where I've been or how to get back, this is what I use. Is just a cheap GPS. You could probably get these for $100, and even a newer one than this one. It's an eTrex Venture, and this one's nice. It keeps track of your route. And let me show you. These are also Ram mounts. These are the absolute best things that I've bought. These are all custom for the equipment that you have. If you have a different type GPS, just look it up on the RAM site, and you'll find something real sturdy to hold it. Even if your GPS came with a holder, I totally recommend you to go to RAM and find the RAM one, because it's so sturdy and heavy duty. So this one I'll mount along with this one if I'm doing some, you know, pretty deep woods kind of stuff where I might not find my way back or get lost. But normally I just use this by itself. That's it. And here was my old GPS before I downloaded TomTom on my iPhone. And this is just a TomTom 1, an old one. Still works great. And here's a RAM holder for it. Like I said, this is top of the line. Just look for whatever you have. If the stuff that comes with the GPS, usually just it'll turn on you like that when it vibrates, or it won't hold it. This thing is super sturdy. And here it is again. I bought it for this other newer GPS. This one I keep in my Jeep for road trips or something, and I don't want to use my phone. Garmin. And here's also another RAM mount specifically made for this GPS model. Very sturdy once again. Sorry about the dogs. They're not mine though. So yeah, that's it. These are the mounts for the GPSs. This is the cable that I use on my motorcycle, on my Jeep, for power for my iPhone. It has a lightning connector, or for the iPad mini, or the regular iPad, I guess, yeah. iPod, iPhone, iPad. This is such a nice quality product. This coil right here is very thick, very strong, heavy duty gauge. The tip is not the plastic part here is not big, so if you have a case on, it'll still fit. This part here that goes into the socket, 12-volt socket, is nice and tight. It doesn't vibrate out. The tip here does not unscrew and fall off. I've had 2 or 3 different brands, and just over vibration, it has a little screwy thing on the end of it that'll just come off, and this will fall apart. And the pieces that fall off, you'll never find them. You know, you never know where they fell off at. So get this one. It's a Griffin Power Jolt SE for Apple stuff. Totally recommend this, and you'll thank me, because this is such a nice product, and it works every time. It doesn't give you that error that the cable is not the right one or whatever. Really nice product. These 2 things I haven't mounted yet because I haven't decided where to put them. I'm gonna put this one on one of these on my boat, and one of them on my Jeep. And once you commit to these, you know, it's a permanent solution, but you have to drill, you know, you have to drill into your dash or onto the boat center console. So I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to put these yet. And the reason I haven't decided is because the suction cups, this one I've had at least 7 years, at least. And it works perfect every time. It doesn't degrade or anything. And it doesn't fall off. I mean, I did a boat trip yesterday. I think I have some video. I hit a couple big swells, and the boat just freaking felt like it was gonna break in half, and this thing stayed right on. It did not budge. And if I remember correctly, this is what they use on aircraft. The only thing that's allowed for aircraft use is this suction cup right here from RAM. I also wanted to tell you that if you Excuse me. I also wanted to tell you that if you do get the iPhone 6 or one of the big Samsung phones, if they're too big, those new big type phones, or the iPhone Plus, 6 Plus, if you're on the motorcycle and you're getting a lot of wind, or maybe your boat, it is pretty possible that your phone might come off. So, because it's such a big area, it'll act like a sail. You know, if you're getting a lot of wind. If you have a windshield here, you're fine. But just be careful. If you get the bigger phone, you get the bigger X grip for it. Maybe put a rubber band, you know, just for safety, just like that. That's just a little tip there for a bigger phone. Just be careful. That's all. This one has never fallen off anywhere. Off-road bumps, near flips on my Jeep. On the boat, going very fast through some chop, never fell off ever with this suction cup right here. This is a newer suction cup that I have here, and it's been working fine too. I guess it's a new design. Thanks for watching, and leave some comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, one more thing, I'm using the camera now. It's on my hat, but this is what I would use if I want to connect it to anywhere, the side of the car, on my windshield, on the boat, on the motorcycle, on the side case, anywhere with a nice flat surface, glossy surface, or a window or something. So I would put the camera, I can't show you because I'm filming now, but I would just screw the camera here. I have a Drift Ghost S, screw it in, tighten it up, any position that you want. That's the beauty about it. And just put it there. You know, don't be scared that you're gonna lose your camera or nothing. This is gonna hold it very tight, and you're gonna get some great video. So this little product here, a Ram, I believe this is a Ram camera, standard camera bolt. Alright, thanks for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions, if you need any part numbers. I have so many things here, I'll make the video too long if I put all the part numbers, and I just go to the Ram website and look for them. But if you have any questions, please, you know, leave it below in the comments, and I will get back to you, I promise. And if you need any more video of any specific uses that I might be doing, or you could just look through my videos. You'll always see my phone on my motorcycle or on my Jeep, even on the boat, and you'll see how it holds up. I almost forgot about this guy here. Very important. Put your drink in here. I use this in the Jeep when I'm on the trails. I don't have any cup holders in the Jeep, so you just connect it to the 1-inch holder here and the suction cup, and it'll move, you know, any way you're positioning. This will always stay in the horizontal position. It won't spill your drink. Super product. Everything these guys make is amazing.